Hello, hello. This is Adrienne. I am Adrienne Obi of Astrology, a Look Inside, Perceptive Guidance, and some other things I've done online. I've done a couple of things online. I've actually been online for over 20 years. But what I came here to talk about today is how to have fun and still profit online. Because my thing is, I have so much fun online that there have been times that I have forgotten to profit. And if you don't know what I mean, it's that I'm an astrologer. I'm going to put on my headsets because I really want this to resonate. But I'm an astrologer who I talk about current events. So, current trends, current events, whatever is going on right now, and whatever is hot right now, whatever that might be. And that's what I talk about. So, that's a lot of fun. I love doing that. Okay, so I like being involved in current trends, or not involved, but talking about them, reporting on them. I think I'm in darkness, you guys. So I went to go get light, and I only have light over here. Oh, here it is. I wonder if this would work here. Hold on. Let's see if I can just hold on. Oh no, this is another one. So I would need, you guys, my apologies. I've got one of those thingies where it doesn't matter what your charge is, you can plug it in. It's got like multiple choices, but I can't find it right now. So I can't plug my lights in. I got a couple of lights around me, but nothing to plug them in. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. So that too, what I just did. I have ADHD. It's diagnosed. I've got official ADHD and OCD. And so I tend to get a little off track. Like I might start it and everything's perfect, but something else might come in that is more attractive, more exciting. It's some new hot off the press thing or whatever, and then I might get really distracted because I'm off to whatever it is that is creating more joy or excitement or fun. And that's why it's really important if you're online to make a profit, that you make that a priority, because it is really easy. I know I'm a walking example of going down the wrong road and just playing online and having a lot of fun and forgetting to profit. Now, the good thing is that I've had moments where I've profited online. And one of the things that I could say that makes the biggest difference, and I know I'm not doing it right now, is that because I have been sick, and I don't want to go into my personal life, but there are reasons sometimes sometimes it's burnout. Sometimes it's fear of success. Sometimes we just are missing a piece of the puzzle. Like I just feel like for the longest time, I just could not figure out how to get my funnel to work. And even now, I still haven't made emails or anything. So that's part of why I'm not profitable. Now, the great thing is I've been online enough to know what it takes to be profitable. And I have created a profit before. So I know it's possible to do it. And it's just a matter of me either having enough energy, desire, or feel like it's fun, right? Because I feel like when we do what we love, it's fun. And when the fun of what we love to do starts to disappear, then we no longer want to do it. That's when the burnout comes in. So, one of the secrets to having a profitable online career or whatever you're doing is to make whatever you're doing fun. If it becomes a chore, because I'm telling you, the moment what I did became a chore and it was no longer fun, and then I started looking for other avenues to make money because I began getting worried about having enough and not meeting my bills, and it got me distracted, and then it wasn't fun. So it became more difficult for me to come and do what it is I truly love to do. But I became distracted by the tedious chores of all the different things that it takes to be successful. And those are the things that really I don't want to do. I know now, and the secret is to make enough money to get other people to do those things. That is the real secret so that you can keep having fun. Like I could draw this out and make it go for like, a half an hour. Why should I know? The secret is to make enough money when you can. And I'm going to call this the old Mary Kay way. The old Mary Kay way is the moment you get enough money, you get other people to do things for you. I was a number one salesperson in Mary Kay years ago. And one of the things I loved about Mary Kay was she trained women to get housekeepers, to get maids immediately. Like the first thing you do, the moment you can get over $1,000 a month or 3 or 4 parties. The way she used to break it up is like like make sure you do 4 parties or 5 parties a month and take that fifth party and put it toward your maid or whatever it was. Anyway, all of us had maids. All of us had cars or maids, or at least the money to get a car. I didn't get my car because I had a baby, but I got the monthly stipend that I would have gotten for a car. We all had our red jackets. I loved the way Mary Kay, when she was alive, trained us. She taught us to be successful and independent and to sell. A lot of that training, I let it go out the window because we got online. And there's one of the things that a lot of women will talk about is that a lot of online selling was very male dominated, very, it's all about the masculine principle. And it became very difficult for someone like me because I'm already kind of heavy handed anyway. And I think coming out and just being different and a little bit, going at it more heavy handed, I think it was detrimental to me. But now I just want to have fun. I'm going to make most of what I talk about having fun because I can't imagine doing whatever it is that you're doing or I'm doing for any length of time if it isn't going to be fun. Otherwise, I'm not going to want to do it. I'm going to fart around and mess it up. I know myself. I I've screwed around for the last 7 years and just wasted time. A lot of it's because I went through a bad divorce in 2018. Well, separation, divorce, whatever. And I think when that happens, it takes you for a loop and you lose your footing. So I kind of lost my footing. And then it became more difficult to find the fun. And that's why I wanted to name this How to Have Fun and Profit Online. Because hey, you can find some other way to profit online. I can't knock that. I mean, if you're making money online, it works for you and you're happy. That's the other thing. Are you happy? So if you're happy, then you must be having some form of fun because you're happy with whatever it is. But if you're not happy, then you're not having fun. See? or vice versa. If you're not having fun, you might not be happy, right? So either way, but it still means there's room for improvement. Why not have fun and be happy and be profitable? Why can't you do all? Why, who said, it has to be one or the other? It doesn't make sense to me. So one of the things I wanted to do was just kind of bring this subject up because I don't think people talk about this realistically when I'm a certified life coach. I'm a spiritual life coach, a manifestation coach, an abundance coach. I've gotten myself certified for all these things, but I can tell you it still takes a certain amount of us, the individual, to do the thing. The book learning is great, the knowledge is great, the certificates are nice. It allows me to come out and call myself a life coach, but it's the actual doing of the things that make the changes in your life and in the life of others. That's what creates the profit. If you're just out here having fun, I mean, I'm not going to knock it. You might find some crazy way to still profit from that. There are people who are gamers who make way more than I do. They got millions of followers and make millions. I can't understand how it happens, but hey, they're doing what they like and it works. So it is about having fun, bringing that I'm enjoying myself aspect to the table. I think when you do that, I think the money begins to roll in because you're doing what you like. Now, right now, I'm just running my mouth. I'm not even scripted. I'm just running my mouth. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I was born with Mercury in the first house. I'm an astrologer first and foremost. I was born with Mercury in the first house. So what am I going to do? I'm going to talk. I'm going to run my mouth. I can do that. That's easy for me to just run my mouth. The thing is, I want to make sure that what I'm saying is helpful, useful, positive, uplifting, that it can upgrade or change lives in some way, repair any damage that might have been done. I mean, right now, people are in pain, people are suffering. There are people who hate their jobs. People are leaving their jobs or being laid off. I heard about mass layoffs that are going on right now. So people are not having fun. They're either not having fun in their jobs or they're not having fun because they ain't got no jobs. And that ain't no fun if you don't know where you're going to have the money for your next bill. So I wanted to come and talk about this because I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking for different ways to be profitable because it's have fun and still profit online. So there are different ways you can profit online. I mean, people are making crazy money still. There's a lot of talk about, oh, the economy is not that great. And then we just saw like the Dow Jones or whatever hit 4,000 for the first time ever in history. And I'm like, no, trading is still being done. Money is still exchanging hands, okay? Maybe not so much for the small guy. I mean, hey, look, when it takes 200 to buy what it used to take $40 to buy, then I understand why people are panicking. And if you're going to, I just saw this just today, and it was someone that did a video on the fact that they went to McDonald's and it was $17 to get 3 fish fillets for, $17. And I'm like, why are you going to McDonald's anyway? I haven't been to a fast food place in 10 years. I make all my food from home, from scratch. That's a luxury. So I can't even get into it with y'all who are complaining about $17 at McDonald's. That's an expense that is not even in my budget. So see, this is how we all differ. We all differ. But, some people I think have been spoiled. They got used to buying, McDonald's every day or whatever. That's the way they lived, and that was easy for them. But I'm old school anyway, where you make your meals. You cook your dinner. I mean, if you got the money, yeah, there's no shame in ordering out or going out. But I haven't had that kind of life for a minute. I mean, I'm a homebody and I cook my own meals. So everyone is different, right? But there are people still profiting online, which was the point of that. Even though some people are whining about the finances and the income and the economy, there are still some profitable things out there. It's just whether or not you're involved in it. And I got to tell everybody, look, I think it's just a change in what's going on because there's going to be changes. We now have AI, and AI is going to take over a lot of the jobs that a lot of people had. There are going to be a lot of jobs that are going to be made redundant. Why? Because AI and robots and computers can do those jobs, and they don't need 100 people to do what one robot AI can do. And that is reality. I saw in Japan they've got robot servers and waiters and dishwashers and everything. I mean, jobs you never thought would be lost are being lost to things like robots or AI. So it's really important that we find something that we love or that is fun, at least to do, and do the thing that we really like to do, because some of these things that people are doing just to make a dollar, they're not going to be viable jobs. Now, I'm an astrologer and I love astrology and I like doing tarot. But you can get those now. AI can do those. I go to the little moon card readings. Those are all automated. You can go and get those. I don't know if they're any more accurate than anything else. But I feel like if you really want a hands-on astrologer, you should go to a real astrologer. I'm of the belief, and not because I am an astrologer, but everyone should have their own astrologer, just like you have a therapist or you have a life coach or you have a dietitian or whatever it is. I think that some people are walking around, they don't know what is fun for them. They've gotten so far off the track of their main blueprint. And so it is important, I think, to at least check in with an astrologer, a good one like myself. I always say at least once a year, twice a year, maybe your solar return, that's around your birthday. And, just get a check-in, just like you would at a doctor, and find out what's going on. And also get a heat check for yourself. Like, am I doing what is fun? Is this what makes my heart sing? I remember years ago, Marianne Williamson, who, by the way, incidentally ran for president. Marianne Williamson had wrote a book, and in one of her books, I just remember there was a line, and it was either Marianne or it could have been, what's her name? Catherine Ponder. It might have been Catherine Ponder. And in this, she said, are you doing what makes your heart sing? Do what makes your heart sing. Are you doing what makes your heart sing? First of all, some of us have to figure out what makes our heart sing. Like what makes me happy. But then once you figure out what it is that makes you happy, are you doing the thing that makes you happy? Because that's the thing. I mean, I think some of us have lost our happiness. Like, okay, I can tell you honestly for myself, when I was younger, I thought I was going to be a famous singer. I did. I sang. I was in a band or so, and I really thought I was going to be a famous singer. Grew up singing in church and stuff like that, and had really good results on stage as a singer. And so it just seemed natural. But somewhere in between, I would say 25 and 30, 5. It changed. I grew up. I had a daughter. I had to move. I had a bad marriage. There were problems with the band I was in. The guy had gotten on crack. I mean, there was all these things. I mean, life stepped in. That's what you call life. And I just remember we had the comedy club had it was a big thing up there in Alaska. At that time, I was in Alaska, and we were closing at the end of the comedy show or the comedy club. It was the one that comes on TV, and we were performing at Hula Hands. That was really big up there then, Hula Hands. And I remember when we came out, it seemed like it was going to be great, and it was still a packed room. But by the time we got to the second or third song, it was almost a ghost house. And it's because the keyboardist had played, oh my God, I think it was the opening song, which was Don't Wanna Fall in Love. Yeah, love cuts just like a knife. Anyway, the sound, the sequencer went in every direction. It sounded like jingle bells and everything else. It took him so long to fix it that I think many of the people, just to get away from the noise, left the bar. And then those who remained, because by that they probably were at the bar and they didn't get to go yet, they put up with the second or attempt to save it, but that was bad. And by the third song, I remember I took off my shoes and I came down in the crowd and started singing old songs with the crowd. And about a crowd of 50 or so people, they stayed there and sang with me. And we had a good old time. Because I was doing things like Anita Baker and Aretha Franklin and stuff like that. And I think it just kind of made the crowd mellow out and enjoy their drinks. But he was high on crack. And I refused to work with him after that night. Now, we already had a problem at Mr. Whitekey's up there. That was the Will-Fat Follies. For anyone who used to be in Alaska knows what Mr. Whitekey's was. And he had found, crack on him there. And we had lost our gig because we had a permanent gig there and we lost it because this guy was on that. So it darkened me toward music, the whole industry of music. Not everybody who goes into music ends up with a band leader who's strung out on crack. Or up in Alaska where there's only a couple of good places to perform if you're, because you can get blacklisted fast. There's only like 5 or 6 good places. And I think, because I was with a band that opened up for Kool and the Gang. It was a good band, but crack stepped in, and then it was not fun. It became this weird struggle to get through every set, and I had it. Like after that comedy club night, I think I only did like funerals and weddings after that. It just changed everything about how I felt about performing. And that is what I mean about make sure you're having fun. Some of it's burnout. I think I had traumatic experience. I think I had PTSD actually, and I should have got some counseling or therapy and just never went and got the proper therapy in time because I ended up getting therapy anyway because I ended up having a nervous breakdown. It's a long story. Okay, it's a long story. But I went through what they call lead singer's disease, LDS. And after you have all of that, and you have these dreams, and because I at once went out to California, had my own A&R guy, was gonna do some kind of thing with Vesta Williams. I mean, I was really on it. Okay, I want you guys to know, but I went through something when I got back to Alaska. I ended up having a nervous breakdown, and not one. I had several, and it was weird because everything in life changed. I realized during that the one thing that I did love was my daughter. And my daughter is what kept me on this earth. It was the one thing that kept me alive when I thought I wanted to go. And I'm still within a mile of my daughter to this day. And so I just wish the best for her in her career. But as a mother, I would not have changed the trajectory of my life. Being her mom was fun. And I think it was probably the most fun. I don't think it would have been any better if I had done it any other way. Um, I think I could have done it better than I did, but not, not being her mother. Being her mother was definitely the path. Anyone into astrology, I'll just say this: was born with the moon in the fourth house in the sign of Taurus. So my love is being a mother, and my love is my child. So also Mars in Leo. So my Mars is my child, or my Mars is my child. My love is my child. My fun is my daughter. And but I don't want to put too much pressure on her, my gosh. So I wanted to find other fun. So it's not just, concentrate, put so much pressure on the poor child. So that's how I ended up online and doing things online, because to me, just the act of being online, interacting with people online, and creating a social network online and having social engagement online, to me, that alone is fun, because I'm otherwise a loner and I would be by myself. So getting up every day, getting online, sharing information, gossiping, or whatever you want to call it, that's fun for me, because otherwise I feel like this life would be so lonely and so bleak, just stuck with the same boring information. And as someone, I'm not really into mainstream media reporting. I don't think they report fairly. So I like the fact that I can come on and say what it is I want to say. I try to stay within the bounds of reasonableness and not step on any toes unreasonably, but I want to tell the truth. And I want it to be fun. I mean, that's important for me, that everything remains fun. But the thing is how to do that and profit. Well, you know, make sure that whatever you're doing, you have a goal. Give you an example. I'm on all the major networks and social networks. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Pinterest, I'm on Medium, and I'm sure I'm on other places that I'm not even realizing I'm on, because I've got them all interconnected. Anyway, I've done a lot online, and I know that for some of these places, there's probably some type of monetization, like YouTube keeps telling me to fix my monetization payout or whatever, because I've never collected, but I know they're trying to pay me. TikTok, I've got the TikTok affiliate in the shop there, so that's monetizing some way. On Facebook, I do the reels, and they got the stars, and I've got something else I'm doing on Facebook. So there's a potential anyway for monetize. I'm not monetized there. And I think something similar. Instagram has different stars and programs and challenges and stuff. So there's always some way that you can try to create a profit online. Have I done it successfully? I can't say for yes or no. Like I'm not one of those TikTokers that's making 3 to 5 or 10 or 20 or $30,000 a month. I'm not doing that. Or on YouTube making 20 and 30,000. I'm not doing that. Okay, I just want to keep it real. That's not where I'm at. But I aspire to something like that, and I can tell you, I got lots of brand deals, lots of brands coming to work with me. So if I start taking advantage of those opportunities, I'm going to have so much fun just making videos, which is something, like I said, I love to run my mouth and talk, but they give you free things. They'll send me free things if I just promote it, like this hair, which I got from TikTok, right? So little things like that. I love that. And it's having fun because I still just get to be myself. I'm just going to be myself talking about the things that have been sent to me, right? Or I've used in some way. And it's profitable. So there are ways to make a profit online, just having fun or just being yourself. I'm actually going to make a list because there's so many different ways. I have a couple of different things I'm going to share. One is for seniors because I'm over 60 now, and so that I know that seniors have a special concern about being profitable online. Then I'm going to have just a product launching thing, just a couple of different things. I've got access to a lot of different things online, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay, we'll do that. And so I want to thank you for listening in on how to have fun and profit online. And I'm going to put the link up somewhere wherever you're seeing this, so that where you can get that list about how you can be profitable online, because I'm going to give that away for free. Okay, I want you to have at least a basic list of how you can do it, because there is a lot of different ways you can start making money online or be profitable online right away if you know how to do it. A lot of it involves just little steps or little things that you need to do. So I'll make sure I send it out to you. Okay. Much love to you, and thank you so much for listening. And many blessings and good luck having fun online and still being profitable. Okay. Much love. It's been Adrienne. Many blessings. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.